Welcome back to H&R Just Around the Block. I'm Zach Hooven,
This is Cooper Reeves.
coming at you live from, Coop, where else would we be?
Our basements.
None other than our lovely houses. Anybody else just love, living at home and doing nothing? Because we do, that's for sure.
Love it.
Love it. Anyway, today's episode is sponsored by Expedia. Coop, why don't you go and tell us a little bit about Expedia and what they really mean to us?
Expedia, travel anywhere except for during this coronavirus. Just please stay home so we can get out of this, please, because we're done with that. But no, Expedia, thanks for allowing us to travel across the world. I think they do international. I'm not really sure. Surely they do.
Of course they do. Yeah.
I mean, they didn't give us any money. We didn't really learn that much about our sponsor. But
they're paying us to tell that they do international. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. They told us that. Anyways, Expedia, thank you for bringing us this episode today so we can tell you where we would want to be during certain points in our lives, where we'd like to live.
Places you want to live. That's the topic today, guys. Travel destinations coming at you live from our basements. That's what I'm talking about, baby. First,
before we get started here, Zach, I'm going to flip this up. How is your mom?
Coop, I thought you'd never ask. Guys, like we always say, this is a great time for you to go ahead and pause the show. Go check up on your moms. I understand, like, it may be at a point, and, where you're like, yeah, I'm seeing too much of them, but, they need our support right now. Like, go check up on your mom, and, just let us know in the comments how they are. We'd really, really appreciate that. Anyway, but yeah, Kim is doing well. She's been pretty lax lately. We're still not at the point where I should be asking, hey mom, so like, when the whole like state thing like gets lifted, like, can I go hang out with friends? Because
yeah, definitely a sore subject here as well.
We're definitely just not at that point yet, I think.
Yeah.
I took a shot tonight and tried shooting it, and sometimes you miss. Kobe Bryant missed every once in a while. So I
did that the other night. I tried to go see some friends and didn't go over well.
Was it the whole, where do you think you're going, mister?
Well, it was the, I mean, she let me down real nice, Marsha, just a saint. It was the whole, so sorry, but the stay-at-home order is still in place. Hope this works out for you in the future, something like that. And I was like, man, stay-at-home order did me dirty again.
Oh yeah, Cooper and I would love to, do our podcast like when I'm like sitting like maybe less than 6 feet away from him, because I haven't seen Cooper in a long time and it's really making me sad.
Months, actually.
But yeah, Kim's doing well. She's finding lots of projects to do. We've been painting the house. We bought a treadmill.
You bought a treadmill, nice.
Yeah, I know. It's been used like 4 times, I think. In the
holy cow!
That's like first it's 4
laps around the track.
Actually, this is a pretty funny story. We might have already told it, but I'll tell it again. Kim, bought this treadmill, and she said, "You know what? Me and Hannah, my sister, we're gonna set it up. All right." And I was like, "Okay, sounds good." Me just knowing that at some point I would probably have to go down there and help. After 3 weeks sitting in the basement, my father and I decided to go ahead and set that treadmill up. So, but she did like the technology and stuff, work with it. So big shout out to Kim. You always kill it. I love you.
Always comes through.
Yeah, I love you. Sometimes we disagree for good reasons, but I'm 20. So anyway, how about you, Coop? How's Marsha?
Oh, she's, phenomenal. I feel like we've really hit a routine on the whole quarantine. Like I go to bed at 5 a.m. I get up at 2 p.m. I, watch an episode of Criminal Minds. Great show, by the way. I go downstairs. My mom makes a joke. My mom and dad both make a joke about like, oh, first time we're seeing you this afternoon or this evening. Got me again, guys. Nice one. And then I go into the kitchen. My mom always has a just absolute bomb meal cooking, and I eat dinner for breakfast every day because that's my schedule. It's perfect. My mom has been working with our new dog recently a lot on learning to sit and lie down.
And how's that going for Pippi?
Pippi is actually a lot smarter than I thought she was. She might come across as quite dull, but she's actually pretty smart. Maybe it's just like, shout out to the trainers, Marsha and Tim, but no, she's all right. So that's
There
the
you
update
go.
on our lives thus far in quarantine. We've, come to actually start training our dog.
There you go. We actually we might get a dog. Lily's getting a little
Really?
older. Yeah, Lily's getting older, and for
Nice.
all you dog fans out there, you may want to close your ears, but it's almost time for that big snooze. So,
It's
yeah,
getting out of that time,
it's
huh?
getting to that time. Like it was like kind of like when you remember your dog Ginger.
Oh yeah,
Really
Ginger.
old. I
Rest in
remember
peace.
one time I didn't realize that
Such a good dog.
Cooper's mom was in the room. Cooper and I always had this running joke where like we'd walk in and we'd look at Ginger, be like, "Ah, still breathing."
Ginger is still cooking, huh?
She was like 18 years old.
She was so old. She was such a chill dog, but
Oh,
man, she got
great
so
dog.
old. She got so
Yeah.
old.
But I remember I said that one time in Cooper's kitchen, and I looked at Marsha, I was like, "Oh no, I shouldn't have said that," and she started laughing, and I was
She's
like,
dying
"Perfect."
laughing. Yep.
I was like, "Perfect."
Ginger.
Yeah, places you want to live. I mean, so that's kind of our topic today. That was a good segue there. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
great
definitely
segue.
we'll keep that in for sure.
Phenomenal
Uh,
transition.
so we'll be kind of breaking it down like age categories, where we want to live and why. Hopefully, can entertain you guys for a little bit. That's what this podcast is all about. Just kind of take your mind off things. We are switching it back to once a week. I know it's been a while since we uploaded one. Had a few technical difficulties. I didn't understand where I could upload it because I was like running out of free SoundCloud storage. So that was kind of why. I think I'm going to have to just go ahead and buy the whole full version. But you know what? We'll cross that bridge when we come
Oh
to
my
it. And
word.
yeah, I know.
SoundCloud, you dog.
Yeah, big shout out SoundCloud. Anyway, so the age groups we've kind of broken it down to of like places you want to live and why. And we want to know where you guys want to live too. We've kind of broken it down. So obviously you don't really get a choice until you're about 5. Then I feel like you could probably maybe pull something off.
Let's
But
go to Harry Potter World.
exactly, yeah. So
Yeah,
anywhere from
exactly.
first age group is 5 to 10. Then we've got 11 to 17, kind of those teen years, and then 18 to 22, kind of that college year. And then we threw in Corona since that's right after our
Mm-hmm.
age and where we're at. 25 to 30, 30 to 40, and then prime work years, 40 to 65, and then 65 plus for retirement. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and jump right in. Coop, I think you gave a little bit of a hint, but from 5 to 10, like what's your dream place of like where you'd want to live?
Okay, see, you feel like I gave you a hint, but I'm actually saving that one for 11 to 17 because that's when you really would get your letter if we're being historically accurate here. So I'm gonna go 5 to 10, man. That's a good place to be. I'm gonna say, have you ever been to Monkey Business?
Yes.
The inflatable place?
Yeah.
5 to 10 years old, please. I'll sleep there. I'll live there. I'll eat there.
We
They had
used to have
fire
batting. Didn't
pizza.
we used to have like batting practice there?
Well, Monkey Business is a place where there's inflatables, but maybe there is a batting cage connected to it.
I feel
I'm
like there
not
was
sure.
like an older
Oh my gosh,
the
yeah.
Great
Inside the
Mall.
Great
Yeah.
Mall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Huh.
Wow,
I don't
weird.
know.
I did not think about that. Oh, it's been a
Monkey
while.
business. I didn't even think about that. Jeez. Yes.
Yeah.
I would love to
Monkey
live in that
I mean,
place. Yeah.
especially from 5 to 10, that's
Oh,
prime run around and just get sweaty and disgusting on some inflatables time.
I mean, there's a lot of good places out there. I'd probably say somewhere, 5 to 10, like I'd like to like start out, maybe at like a Power Play or a Chuck E. Cheese, and then work my way into like the Kanto region to be a Pokemon trainer. That's because
Oh
like when you're
man.
10 years old, yeah,
Holy cow.
yeah.
I
Don't
lived
get
in
me don't
yeah,
get me
I
with any of
lived
that
in the
Yu-Gi-Oh shit. Like,
I
excuse
know
my
I
language.
lived
But,
in my DS in the Sinnoh
oh
region, I
yeah,
believe. Is that
yeah.
the
I
diamond?
won
Is that Pokemon Diamond, I
Diamond and
think?
Pearl.
Oh
Oh
man.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
If
if I
you
could
guys
live
didn't
anywhere,
play
you know what?
Pokemon, yeah, like
Man,
gosh,
I might have to trade Monkey Business for that. That sounds pretty awesome.
yeah, that was like prime. Like I might play it tomorrow. Who knows? Like honestly, I'm bored, so get back to childhood. Anyway, 11 to 17. So like this kind of depends. I feel like Coop. I mean, this is like a 6-year gap, so you got to think about it. Like, do you want to be like
No question
old?
for
Like,
me. None.
oh,
I already got
okay,
it
go
figured out.
ahead. Go ahead.
No question. I mean, no, I understand what you're saying, but like, no, this is so fitting. There's just no other place in the world that I would pick. 11 years old, for those of you who don't know, is when Hogwarts sends you your first letter of admission. Unfortunately, when I turned 11, I did not get that letter. I was heartbroken for many, many days. Harry Potter World. Harry Potter World. Actually, if we're really being honest, if I could live anywhere, I would rather just live at Hogwarts, not Harry Potter World. Just send me actually to the real school.
That's true.
I would
That's
do
true.
my entire schooling there, live there until I was 17. I mean, that's perfect. I could go first year to seventh year, no problem. Easy.
Yeah.
11 to 17,
yeah.
that's literally prime time to be there.
Yeah,
And that would fit in just
Pretty
perfectly
good.
with the books. What about you?
Gosh, I don't know. I'm trying to
I mean, you
think.
can come with me if you want. We could be
I
in a house
might.
together.
I mean, if I'm 10 or 11 years old, I mean, I'd probably say like the Tipton Hotel in
Oh, Sweet Life of Zach and
Sweet Life of
Cody.
Zach and Cody.
Holy cow.
Like to be
That's a
friends with
good
those guys,
pick.
they had so much fun. I feel like 11 to 17 is
Oh,
probably pretty good for
yeah.
that. Yeah.
There were all kinds of
That's
stars and celebrities coming to stay at the hotel, and they would just meet them,
oh yeah.
befriend them, and then be chill.
Oh, there
Dylan and
you
Cole
go.
Sprouse, you dogs.
Dude, think of what they look like now, man. Like, wow.
Yeah. Did they get a little chunky? I think they might have.
I don't know, honestly. They're
Yeah,
probably still
well.
like really good looking and way richer than, I'll ever be, but that's okay.
I remember seeing them do the crush thing in the Danimals commercials, and I was like, that is so genius. You know, when they would crush each other's heads with those little, they would like squint through one eye and
yeah.
crush you. Man, I'm gonna say South Padre. I'm gonna say
you would die.
no way. 4 years in South Padre. Imagine. I mean, you would age a lot. I mean, that would take years of your life away. But imagine the stories you would have. Oh, you would mature. Yeah, I mean, you would go from 18 to 35 really quickly. You would see some things.
You would totally die. Like,
no way. But I would die earlier than most, probably.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I feel like walking out of there with some crazy stories would be totally worth it, though. I mean, if I could stay in like an incredible resort in South Padre and party for 4 years, I mean, isn't that what we signed up for with college, sort of? I mean, that and then like school on the side, obviously.
All our teachers are so proud.
No, but actually, I think that would be like just a crazy experience.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm much of the party animal that Coops is.
I feel like you could escape the party scene too in South, but like surely in the winter it wouldn't just be insane, or is it
Texas.
insane there all the time?
I don't know. Like, I really don't know. I don't know if I'm. Gosh, I feel like it would be super cool to be like an 18 to 22-year-old like in California, just like like if I went to like UCLA or something like that, like. I would never get anything done. I would not get a single thing done. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. That place is
or
cool stories about that.
Or like Europe. Like, people study abroad and stuff. Like that would be fun.
Yeah.
Italy would be dope. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so let's get into the Corona question. I'm excited. I'm excited about this one for you.
So what is our question? Like, are we saying where we would want to be if we caught Corona, or where we would want to be if we knew we were going to be quarantined there?
Okay, let's do this. Let's do, if I was going to be quarantined, I want to be here, and if I could like make up a story of like how I got Corona because I was here.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, if I was going to be quarantined somewhere, I would want it to be somewhere like a Costco or something.
A Costco?
I feel like they've got toys, food, all kinds of things to keep me entertained, big space to run around and, stay in shape. I feel like that would be actually a great place to be quarantined. Like, actually, like you could fortify it if the apocalypse set in anytime soon. You just make that your whole base. But if I had Corona, I would want to be in a hospital. I mean, where else would you want to be? I would be strapped into like 1,000 machines, tubes coming out of me every other direction.
That's true.
All the fluids and necessary nutrients.
On a ventilator. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I hear those are good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about you? Where would you end up?
Jeez, I don't know, Coop.
That's saying you survive.
I feel like, yeah, I'd be there. I'd be fine. Yeah. I feel like at like a lake house would be cool. Like if I was quarantined,
Yeah.
like because like there's nobody like a lake house in the middle of nowhere where like you have like your own like private like area, like
Yeah,
your
and
own
that's not like
little
very dangerous
cove.
or anything. Yeah, you could just like hide out there.
I mean, you could die, but yeah, like
Yeah, I mean, but like if no one
if I was
came around, or
quarantined,
if you
man.
just like set up a bunch of booby traps around your property so no one
Oh,
could
I
get
would
in,
totally. Yeah, no, that place would be secure. That's for
you
sure.
might lose your mind if you were there alone, though. I mean, I don't know if I'd lose my mind in Costco because think of all the games I'd be playing.
Think about the games. That's true. But like, I mean, when I'm going on my, people get go on these like daily walks. When I'm going on my daily jet ski rides, like I
Oh,
feel like that doesn't
man.
get old. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I don't know, but that would be pretty awesome.
yeah, I don't know.
Imagine
Like,
me riding a bike through Costco, though, skirting through all the aisles. It would be just like that movie where I can't think of the name of it. Never mind. It's over. It's like this boy and this girl, they hide out in California. Oh, Big Fat Liar.
oh yeah,
And they
big
live in
fat liar.
yeah, Big Fat Liar, dude. It would be just like that. I would live in this little costume place, have all these cool toys and games, and just chill there the entire time.
Yeah,
Could be
that could work.
awesome.
That could work. That would work. Okay, if I were to like cool story like how I got Corona, it would be like me playing craps in Vegas, and like I'm sitting next to this like old dude, and he's like, "Hey man, like look, like I can see the future, and I can tell you this, like if you put $5,000, on a certain number or whatever, like you're gonna hit it, like you're gonna roll an eight, a hard eight, two fours, but just like yes, you're gonna make like all that money, but also
You're
something
gonna
else
get Corona.
something else bad is gonna happen. Like, let's roll it, baby. Like,
Roll the dice. Classic
and I'm
Zach
just
Goodman.
like,
Oh my
I'm like,
gosh. Well, the
hey,
cost reward here. I mean, total
no,
reward.
yeah, and then Hank takes me to the hospital. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Hey, this guy just won a mill, so take care of him. You've
He's,
got poker. You've got all kinds of chips falling out of your pockets and stuff.
I'm just
They're
like, I wouldn't even.
scrolling you in.
I'm just like happy as a clam. Like you are the happiest patient we have in here, man. Like, I was like, what do you mean? Like, I'm a millionaire.
This is great news. I'm gonna be able to pay for all of this.
This is crazy, man.
All right,
Oh,
what's
geez.
the next after Corona we
Yeah,
got?
let's move on. 25 to 30. So this is
Oh,
like young, but like maybe like you're looking to meet somebody. Like I don't know.
yeah. See, actually, in this time, I feel like I would want to live abroad.
Okay.
I picked up another major in Spanish. I think I would want to live in Puerto Rico or Costa Rica.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, live there for a little bit. Live on the beach, obviously.
Right.
Be nice all the time. Work like I don't know, part time online somewhere, and then just spend the rest of my day like at the beach doing something crazy. Or like Hawaii. Hawaii would be awesome. I could learn to surf.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Lots of cool
18
things
to
that could
25.
happen out there.
I feel like I'd want to live in the city, like, New
Yeah.
York or Chicago or like L.A. or Austin, Texas or something like that. Like to where like I could like really just like have a good time in my 20s and like just like have a blast.
Yeah.
Why did we
No, yeah,
say
that would be
why
awesome.
didn't we say 23 to 30? I just realized we skipped out on 3 of our years.
Well, because
23 and 24 don't matter. We're
that's
still
because
in coronavirus.
yeah, we're gonna have to drop off the grid for Corona. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Okay,
I'll just go off the grid.
I'll just go off the grid, man. Okay, after 25 to 30. So yeah, I mean Austin, Texas would be dope. I think hopefully that's where I'll end up, but we'll see. So 30 to 40, prime,
Making
marriage, like
kids, yeah.
kids, like you're probably
Gotta
gonna have
stay
like
near a
all
school.
6 or 7, maybe 8 of your
Yeah.
kids.
I would want to be in the suburbs of a big city at this time because,
Yeah.
like, get a babysitter, get an Uber, go right downtown with your wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the dream weekend.
At 40.
Well, I mean, 30 to 40. I mean, I'm, like 29 hits, and I'm like, man, I'm an old man now.
Midlife
Like
crisis kind of
next year,
thing.
you guys have no idea what's going to happen when I'm 30 and I'm sad and I go downtown and drink all the time. I don't know. I don't know how that goes. I've never been 30. But, no, yeah, I feel like that would be a good time to like, just like, it's like your little escape. You can still go and do all these fun things with your kids, like around the city, take them to monkey business, perhaps.
Maybe they'll want to go to monkey
Maybe
businesses.
maybe they'll want to live there for a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say probably like a really like nice like young city. Like honestly, like Johnson County ain't half bad. Like it really
Yeah,
isn't.
not at all.
Like yeah, for those prime years where you could still like go into the city, I don't
Good
know.
place. Okay, people. My mom said this. I didn't like really understand this until like I got older. But like, really lucky that I learned to drive in kind of like a more like urbanized area like Johnson County or something rather than like in the country, because like if I was learning to drive in the country where there's like one stoplight, like imagine how stressed out I would be just driving around Johnson County all the time. There's like
Oh
cars in
yeah.
every direction.
Well, it's like how I feel sometimes. Like if you're like driving like in downtown Chicago or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It's like that would just be everywhere for you unless you were in like some tiny, tiny town where you felt
Right.
comfortable.
No, yeah, I totally get that. Yeah. It's like getting on the highway for the first time. Like, yeah, I've never done this before, but we'll see.
Yeah, no, I do not
Yeah,
like
like
the
when we would
highway.
take family trips and stuff, like my dad would be like, "Get behind the wheel, like you're driving on the highway." And I'm like, "Okay, sounds good."
All right, guys, make sure everyone's buckled up because it's about to get weird in here.
Dude, one time like I like lost control of the car and like it was like swerving all over the place and everyone was like
What?
screaming. And my mom was
What?
saying something and my dad pulls the old, "Do you want to teach me how to drive or you me?" And I'm just like sitting there like very nervously, like I don't know what's going on, but I'm just gonna like
Everyone's still alive, right? Hannah
I'm just
like takes out her
trying.
earbuds and is like, "What happened? I was asleep."
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's exactly probably what happened.
Kim's like, "Nothing, Hannah. Close your eyes. Back to sleep."
Yeah, but Johnson County wouldn't be bad. Okay, 40 to 65. Like I guess I mean you could honestly like compare this to just like everything else, like or just like the 30 to 40
Yeah,
range.
you see, similar, but like once I had all my kids out of the house and stuff, not before I like retired and went somewhere, I would want to move out of the suburbs into the country where I could like have like a sweet, like big house with like a couple acres of land where my like grandkids and stuff could come over and like pool in the backyard, four wheelers, like we could like shoot guns
Oh
and stuff in
yeah.
the country. Like I feel like that would just be so cool. Like, oh, we're going to grandma and grandpa's house. It's like an amusement park there. We can't wait. And then like
Oh
our
yeah.
kids, would like be excited to like come see us and stuff. I think that would be dope. And I
That
would
would be
probably at that
cool.
point I would be like, all right, I'm done with all the noise and the neighbors and the whatever. So
I'm done with all the neighbors.
let's hit the road and get out
Shout
to the
out to
country. What do you
Kate's
say?
neighbors.
No, I have awesome neighbors, but like I'm saying my future neighbors that I probably won't
Okay.
like. Or maybe I will like, but I'll just get tired of them
Man,
later on.
Coop, we're gonna be moving a lot. I just realized we're gonna
Oh
spend so much
yeah.
money on
Oh
moving.
yeah.
Gosh.
My sister Kennedy's moved 7 times before she went to college with our family. Isn't that crazy? I
Oh
didn't even
my
realize that we moved
gosh.
that many times. My parents moved houses like a lot as when we were little, I guess. Who knew? Not
Probably
I.
have like a huge strategy. Gosh, I hate moving people. That's like my least favorite thing
Yeah,
too.
and we're gonna be moving a lot, it sounds like.
Yeah, we're gonna be moving a lot.
Man, we're gonna
Yeah,
have to be
before
rich. Have some people do that for
yeah,
us.
honestly. That's our plan is real estate. No, yeah, definitely. 40 to 65, like maybe like I move into like my second house of like, like with my kids and it's just like
Yeah.
maybe it's a pool in the backyard or maybe it's like I don't know, like we got like a full basketball court and I'm still, getting up and down, so like that's cool and there's like a movie theater in the basement.
I'm still getting up and down. Who are you? What are you, Michael Jordan coming out of retirement for one game to beat whoever?
Yeah, the kids are like, "Oh, we can go over to Zach's house. I mean, I'm sorry, Mr. Hooven's house, and we can go over there and have our basketball tournament." I'll just go out and sit on the porch with my coffee, watch the kids, and
Jeremy, you got to work on that left, bro. You got to work on that left. All the neighborhood kids just coming over to get coached up by the all-star himself.
I've got a whistle. I'm just screaming at this kid.
All right, everyone on the line. That's it, boys. I'm done with that. That's the 10th missed layup in a row.
And they're like,
We're eight, Mr. Hooven.
He's kind of like, Zach, the goal's on 6 foot so they can dunk. Like, why are you like, yeah, you think they're going to make the NBA if they're doing that? Yeah, I slacked off and look where I'm at.
Like I said, boys, on the line, up downs.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, but at least they'll make the high school team. Anyway. I didn't try out, okay?
Goodness.
I didn't try out.
So where are we going to
65 plus
retirement?
Yeah, retirement. Gosh, thank goodness.
I've been planning this out with all of my decisions thus far. Uh,
35 years until the sweet release of death. Yeah.
Jeez. Are you planning to be 100?
Of course.
Okay,
That's literally
well,
my goal in life, to be
yeah,
100.
I would like to be 100 too, but I mean, like, only time will tell, I guess.
I mean, yeah. Oh, well.
I'm hoping, my goal, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go back to Puerto Rico, retire in Puerto Rico,
Really?
live on the beach, play golf at some really nice course down there. Like a bunch of people retire to Puerto Rico. I mean, like that's the place to
Okay.
be for retirement. Actually, it's
I'm
not
in.
it's not very cheap, but like I
Right.
can still brush up on my Spanish, use that some more, um, play a bunch of golf, deep sea fish,
A
go and
ton of golf.
go and sit on the beach, and then like be in bed by like 8.
Oh, it sounds amazing. That's kind of what I do now. Like,
Fall asleep watching a movie, started at 6, be asleep by 6:45, and walk to my bed at 8 when it's over. And I hear the credits. I hear the credits rolling by.
you know what I for sure I'm gonna have? I'm gonna have a recliner. I'm
Oh,
the only person that can sit in it.
yeah. I mean, dude, my dad's got a recliner. My grandpa's got a recliner. Everyone knows, like, that's the dude's chair of the house. Like, that's where
Like
he's
that's
gonna
like that's
he's
my
gonna
chair,
like
man. Like I'm sitting here like
when he's done for the day, he's gonna be in that chair.
like I got a recliner
And
that I sit in like now, and I'm just like at the end of the day when I'm like done with stuff, and I just like flip on the TV and like put my feet up. Like when those feet are up, like all worries are gone.
oh, it's over.
Nothing's worse than like when I'm sitting in my recliner and I get a text that something's wrong and I gotta go deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Turn that off. Nope.
Yeah,
No
absolutely.
way.
I'm asleep. Yeah, I'm dead. I don't know, like what.
Well, and like I guess Puerto Rico would be a little bit difficult because like if you think about it, like probably be hard to like see the grandkids and stuff, get all their things,
Right.
whatever. But like I'm gonna be home for Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving. Like how many more times during the year do you really need to see me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I. Yeah, I mean,
I'm
honestly, like
kidding.
you could just like you fly there once a month. Like you'd be good. Like, oh yeah, oh it's actually it's October 2nd. That means Gramps is coming in today. So
Clean the house. Let's make everything
Clean
look.
that.
Stop saying cuss words, kids. Grandma and Grandpa are coming.
And then you come in and you just got the mouth up like a 15-year-old who just heard a cuss word for the first time, and you're just letting them fly. Like your mouth is on fire and you're eating hot tamales. Like
Where are all the rascals?
you go downstairs
Being
to
a
hang out with
grandpa
the
is gonna be awesome.
kids. Oh, dude, I can't wait to be a grandpa. I want to be a tight grandpa. Like would buy my kids like all sorts of stuff. Like pull the whole like Dad, like you shouldn't have bought him that. And I'm like, why? I wanted to get him,
He's
a car.
he's 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 8. I had my first handgun at 8. Like what, Dad? He's 8. Take it easy, brother.
What are you talking about? I just bought him a boat. I bought him a boat. What, like
Times are
it's a
changing. Times are
it's
changing. It's just
it's
not
a
how it used
nice
to be,
it's a
apparently.
nice boat. He's 12. He should get a boat. Like
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I wish
When I
I
was
would have had a
driving
boat.
a
Dad, what's a horse doing in our backyard? What, you didn't have a horse when you were younger? Gosh, you kids
Lucy
and your
was the only
cars
thing she wrote
nowadays.
on her Christmas list.
All right. Well, guys, that's kind of all the time we have for places, we want to live. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like, give us a follow, do all that stuff. I don't even know if we can do that stuff, but this might be on YouTube, so who knows? Anyway,
Might be on YouTube.
so segments. I know you guys all want to hear this as we get to the 33-minute mark. Thanks for all you guys that are still with us.
Appreciate it.
So some segments. Questions you need answered. First one, we got Mel Kiper Jr. from Bristol, Connecticut. Who do you think the Chiefs should draft? So, the Chiefs, we were thinking about this and, when we made the script and, I'm actually I won't really answer that question. I'm really excited about the running back, that we got out of him. I think the guy from LSU, I believe his name's Clyde. First of all, that's a sweet name.
What's up, Clyde?
Yeah, Clyde's tight. I can't remember. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's good. Okay, so this is Ron from undisclosed location. Coop, what is
CIA.
yeah, there it is. What is the most dangerous company? Not
Country.
company. Country.
No,
Maybe we
that's
could do
okay.
company too, though. I don't know.
Company. Country, I'm going to say Venezuela. I mean, Narcos was based out of there, and that was just a scary time. So, yeah, I'm going to go Venezuela. Enough said on that.
Yeah, and I would have said like I believe it's North Korea, but I heard that like Kim Jong Un like may have died. So like
Yeah,
maybe
what's the discrepancy on that?
yeah,
I'm not
I don't
really
know.
sure.
I did like yeah. If anybody knows what happened, like please let us know in the comments. But yeah,
Yeah,
I was worried about them, but I mean maybe we shouldn't be.
maybe we're
I don't
cool
know.
now. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
But somebody that you always gotta be worried about, I think, is Australia. Nobody ever talks about Australia. Are they a continent?
that's me shrugging my shoulders.
I feel like Australia is a country. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's know in the comments.
We're cutting this.
We gotta cut this.
All right. Joe Smith from BYU. Wow, okay. How many kids do you want?
BYU, huh? All right.
BYU. All right, Joe Smith.
How many kids do you want, Coop?
See, I've always said 3, but the other day when I told that to my mom, she was like, "So what are you going to do with that odd number in your family when it's a 2-person per ride on the roller coaster? Like, are you going to go alone? Are you going to make your wife go alone? Are you going to make the oldest go alone?"
Obviously, you're not going along.
Oh, I'm not going alone. Are you kidding me? Why do you think I married this woman? So I don't have to ride roller coasters alone. No, so yeah, probably. I mean, I've had 4 kids in my family, and that was a good number. So 4. I'm gonna go with 4.
No, yeah, I'm totally with you. 4. I think that's good. Like, I feel like that's honestly a common thing that people take into fact. Like, who's gonna be the the one left out on the roller coaster?
Yeah, it's a real
not,
thing.
Not me. Who would have thought, right?
The roller coaster complex.
Yeah, maybe they'll come out with like a thing for like where like 5-person families like don't have to be left out. I don't know. Like even like the Patriot has 4 seats in a row.
Yes,
like,
that's what I'm saying. And it's like, hey, you kids right up front, and like me and mom will ride behind, so we can watch you and make sure you don't fall out. Or if I need to pull a superhero move and catch you when you do, I'm here.
Oh yeah. If there's somebody to like catch one of their kids falling off a roller coaster, it's not gonna be the police. It's not gonna be like some villain.
It's gonna be some crazy parent.
It's gonna be a parent. Yeah, they've got like that dad strength where they just like never drop a kid. Like I'm totally like, as soon as they hand me my baby, I'm throwing it as high as I can to see if I'll catch it.
Okay, well that's gonna be a short life for that child.
I'm gonna catch it. What are you talking about?
Their necks are like noodles, Zach. It's gonna snap.
He's fine.
Well, sounds like it was his time to go.
Well, before we do have kids, we're gonna have to find a nice lady or a nice man. If that, I mean, totally for sure.
I'm gonna go with a girl for me.
Girl for me as well. So, horrible pickup lines that we can potentially use on women. Cooper, you looking at this as well?
Yep.
All right. Well, first one I'm seeing here is, can you pass me an inhaler? Because you just took my breath away. Huh.
Well said.
I don't know if that would work. I'm not going to lie, guys.
All right, next one is, don't tell me if you want me to take you out to dinner. Just smile for yes or do a double backflip somersault counterspin gymnastic combination for no.
Yeah, I think that would work.
That's genius. Yeah, I mean, unless you went up to some super, like, well-fit girl who's just, like, I don't know,
if you're
incredibly athletic.
If you're talking to Simone Biles, you're probably in a...
You're probably not going on that date.
But otherwise, like, you probably got a good chance.
Probably got a good chance.
And then even if, like, they do everything, like, you can just be like, oh, it was a counter spin, so you're supposed to go the other way. So.
Yeah. So, see you at 7?
See you at 7. I'll pick you up. Olive Garden. I love their breadsticks. And then the last one we've got is, are you Adele? Because you had me at hello.
Good song reference, honestly.
It's a great one.
If they're not an Adele fan, you're probably not going on the date.
Yeah, I guess so.
They are?
It's the way of the road. It's the way of the road. I'll tell you what. Gosh. Well, Coop, I think it's about that time.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you guys coming out and continuing our dream to become famous. We will catch you next week.